Hey everyone! Welcome to Travelaholics, your ultimate ticket to exploring the world from wherever you are. Today, we're diving into an interesting topic, the top 5 poorest places in the UK and the stories behind them. You know, we often think of the UK as this prosperous nation, right? But the reality is, there's a darker side, a side many people don't see or maybe even choose to ignore. Poverty, real grinding poverty, is a problem right here on our doorstep. In this video, we're going to travel across the UK, visiting 5 areas that are grappling with some of the highest poverty rates. First on our list is Blackpool, famous for its illuminations, its pleasure beach, a proper British seaside getaway. It's a place where families come to make memories, where the lights dazzle and the rides thrill. The Golden Mile, with its arcades and attractions, is the heart of this vibrant town. But scratch beneath the surface, and you'll find a different story. Beyond the glitz and glamour, there's a side of Blackpool that many visitors never see. Yeah, tourism brings in some cash, but it's seasonal work, 0-hour contracts, that kind of thing. Many of the jobs here are unstable, leaving workers uncertain about their future. Out of season, many folks here struggle. The bustling promenade becomes eerily quiet, and the once thriving businesses face a harsh reality. Unemployment's a real worry, and it's not just about not having a job, is it? It's about the anxiety, the stress, the feeling of being left behind. It's about losing your dignity, your sense of purpose. When work is scarce, it affects every aspect of life. There are families here living on the breadline, relying on food banks just to get by. It's heartbreaking to see parents struggling to provide the basics for their children. And the housing situation? Don't even get me started. The conditions some people are living in are shocking. Dilapidated B&Bs, cramped flats, families crammed into single rooms. It's a far cry from the comfort and security everyone deserves. The lack of decent housing is a crisis that needs urgent attention. Decent, affordable housing is like gold dust around here. People are desperate for a place they can call home. And then there's the healthcare system. Overstretched, underfunded, people waiting months for appointments. It's tough, you know? When you're struggling to keep your head above water, the last thing you need is to be let down by the very system that's supposed to be there for you. The long waits and lack of resources only add to the stress. It's a vicious cycle. The more you need help, the harder it seems to get it. But you know what gets me? Despite all these challenges, there's something remarkable about this place. The resilience of the people here. They don't give up. They come together. They fight for their community. Despite it all, they keep going. They find strength in each other, in their shared experiences. They look out for each other. They support their community. It's this spirit of solidarity that makes a difference. It's that spirit that gives me hope. In the face of adversity, the people of Blackpool show us what it means to be truly resilient. Next on our list is Middlesboro, a town with a rich history and a resilient spirit. Once a powerhouse of industry, it was the beating heart of the region, known for its steel production and shipbuilding. Now, it's grappling with the legacy of factory closures and job losses. The once bustling factories now stand silent, a stark reminder of better days. You can feel it in the air, this sense of uncertainty. The streets that were once filled with the sounds of industry are now eerily quiet. Young people are leaving in droves because there's nothing for them here. They pack their bags, seeking opportunities elsewhere, leaving behind a town that feels increasingly empty. And when the jobs dry up, everything else suffers. Shops close, streets empty, and the vibrancy of the town fades. Schools struggle to provide quality education, crime rates go up, and the cycle of deprivation just keeps spinning. It's a vicious cycle that's hard to break. The local youth centers are doing their best, but they are fighting an uphill battle. These kids are bright, they're full of potential, but they're trapped. Trapped by circumstances beyond their control, by a system that has failed them. Trapped by a lack of opportunity, a lack of investment, a lack of hope. They look out the windows, dreaming of a future that seems just out of reach. And it's not their fault. They deserve better. They deserve a chance to thrive, to build a future right here in their hometown. The government needs to step up, invest in these communities, give these young people a fighting chance. Policies need to change, and resources need to be allocated where they are most needed, because right now, they're being left behind. The classrooms are empty, the streets are deserted, and the bus stops are filled with young people waiting for a way out. But even in the face of adversity, there are glimmers of hope. Community projects are sprouting up, bringing people together to make a difference. Local community groups are working tirelessly to provide support, to offer opportunities, to make a difference. They organize events, run programs, and offer a lifeline to those in need. They're the unsung heroes, the ones fighting tooth and nail to create a brighter future for Middlesboro. Their efforts may seem small in the grand scheme of things, but they are the sparks that can ignite change. Next on our list is Noley, Merseyside, a place that, on the surface, might seem like any other town in the UK. But beneath the surface lies a harsh reality, one of the highest concentrations of poverty in the UK, streets lined with rundown houses, and a palpable sense of despair. Generations of families have been trapped in this cycle, and it's heartbreaking to see. Grandparents, parents, and children all caught in the same struggle. Unemployment's rife, educational attainment is low, and the health inequalities are stark. The lack of opportunities is glaring, and the impact on the community is profound. The local job market is virtually non-existent. Shops are closed, businesses have left, and the community is left to fend for itself. Some people rely on benefits, but it's barely enough to survive. The constant worry about making ends meet takes a toll on their mental health. The community is resilient, but the challenges are immense. Families are doing their best, but the odds are stacked against them. It's a vicious cycle, and it's hard to break free. The lack of resources and support makes it nearly impossible for many to escape poverty. But there are people trying. Local charities and community groups are stepping in to fill the gaps, offering a lifeline to those in need. Local charities are doing incredible work, providing food, clothing, and support to those who need it most. Their efforts are making a difference, but it's not enough. But they can't do it alone. The scale of the problem requires a coordinated effort from all sectors of society. We need to tackle the root causes of poverty, invest in education, create jobs, and give people a real chance to improve their lives. Only then can we hope to break the cycle and build a brighter future for places like Noley. At number 4, we have Jaywick, Essex. This place is often dubbed the most deprived area in England, and let me tell you, it's not hard to see why. Rundown houses, poverty is everywhere you look, and a sense of hopelessness hangs heavy in the air. Many of the homes here are in a shocking state of disrepair. Damp, mold, overcrowding, it's a recipe for ill health and misery. And for many families, this is their reality. Access to basic services is limited. The nearest supermarket is miles away. Public transport is unreliable, and there's a real lack of opportunity. It's like Jaywick has been forgotten, left behind by the rest of the country. But amidst the despair, there are flickers of resilience. Residents who refuse to give up, who are fighting for their community, who believe that things can change. They deserve our support, our attention, and our action. Last on our list is Kingston upon Hull, or Hull as it's more commonly known. A city with a proud maritime history, but one that's been hit hard by economic decline. The docks, once a hive of activity, are now a shadow of their former selves. And with the decline of industry came poverty. Child poverty rates here are some of the highest in the UK. It's a scandal, frankly. Kids going hungry, families struggling to heat their homes. It's just not right. The city centre, while undergoing some regeneration, feels a million miles away from the deprived estates on the outskirts. It's like two different worlds existing side by side. But there's a real sense of community spirit here. People look out for each other, they support their neighbors, and they're determined to make Hull a better place. There are some fantastic local initiatives working to tackle poverty, to provide opportunities, and to give people hope. But they need help. So there you have it. 5 places, 5 communities, all united by the scourge of poverty. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Make sure to hit subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out on more amazing content like this. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What surprised you the most? Or what would you like to see next? Until next time, take care, stay curious, and keep exploring. See you in the next video.